press right here on your hand for 30 seconds. Let me share with you the craziest thing that you start to realize and what really happens. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into this video. If you have not subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button right over there and hit the bell notification, because that's what's going to notify you for new videos. Subscribe, bell notification. Let's get right to the video. So just hold your hand right here. Press it a little bit hard. You feel the nerves. You feel the responses, the stimuli in your nervous system and your brain start to occur. Crazy, right? So get this. You're touching right here. What's happening? Like all these crazy neurons, all these things start firing. The chemicals in your brain start going off. They're sending an electrical impulse through your nervous system that's creating a feeling sensation on this solid object. But if you take this hand and scientists put it under a powerful enough microscope, what they find is this is not even a solid object. You press right here, you hold it for 60 seconds, you can feel the nerves. It feels like a real experience that's taking place. You're sure this is real. There's so much complexity to it, the way at the exact second you press, and then if you press hard enough too, you get a little mark on your hand. It's sending electrical impulses through your nervous system. It's firing certain chemicals in your brain. Certain nerve cells are starting to fire. It's creating a chemical and a physiological reaction. But if you look under a powerful enough microscope, this isn't even solid. This is just energy moving at a very high speed of vibration. And if you really get down to the atomic level, and you get down to the very particles and atoms that make up the building blocks of your hand, the solid object of your hand or the solid object of your body, what scientists have found is that 95% of an atom is empty space. It's non-physical. 95% of this physical object is non-physical. So what is that saying? What that's saying is that the spirit is what manifests the physical world. The non-physical creates the physical. Your thoughts, your non-physical energy, your energy creates your physical reality. And then that's where it gets really exciting. Because people say, well, the law of attraction is this unproven concept. Well, it's the economy's fault why I'm struggling and it's always going to be this way. No, you have the actual domain, the actual control over where your life goes. So comment down below, everything is energy. My thoughts create reality. Comment down below, everything is energy. My thoughts create reality. So you think this is a real experience happening. You press down right here. Oh, this is a solid object. It's definitely real. But it's actually all created, 95% of which by non-physical energy. So you may be looking out into the world and you may be sure that your challenges, your reasons that you can't get what you want are real. But 95% of the circumstances that control the level in your bank account, the love life that hasn't worked out for you yet, the thing you've been working on creating, 95% of that, 95% of the physical world is non-physical. What is that telling you? It's telling you that there is a higher energy order to your life, and just because you can't see something doesn't mean something great isn't on the way. I always say, lack of evidence isn't evidence of lack. Comment that down below. Lack of evidence is not evidence of lack. See, you look in the mirror, you're sure that this is a real body. You're sure. Right? We wake up in the morning, we open our eyes, we get locked into the physical matrix with our senses, and we remember our problems from last week, from yesterday. We remember we're struggling financially. It's the economy's fault. I didn't have good enough grades. I don't have the right resources. There's no good guys left out there. I'm always going to be alone. We remember these physical things that we are sure are real. Now, we're sure we're real because we touch them and then we get a physiological sensation. You hold right here long enough and you're convinced it's a physiological sensation. But guess what? You can have your brain have a physiological sensation to something and that's not even real. You can imagine a reality. You can mentally rehearse a reality so many times. You can mentally rehearse so many times that you're making $10,000 a month that your brain will start to respond chemically to that reality even though it hasn't happened in the physical world. And if reality is 95% empty space, the reality that you want that doesn't exist yet actually exists in a non-physical dimension. So everything that you want already exists. Comment that down below. And that's why I always talk about my software I created, the second mind, because the second mind is your mind that you've designed, your brain that's been wired to the reality that you want. The first mind is the conditioned mind by our world that's brainwashed by society to believe in the physical limitations and you're just this little physical body. But the second mind, that's the mind that's wired for you to live in the reality that you want. So make sure you demo that down below. The Second Mind. You can demo my software for free, thesecondmind.com. And what I want you to remember, what I'm inviting you to remember, is that you are a spiritual being in a physical body. Spirit is what gives life to this world. Call it energy, call it consciousness, non-physical intelligence, non-physical energy. Your thoughts are what create your reality. And I'm inviting you to take a deep breath in right now. And a deep breath out. A deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I'm inviting you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine the world you want to live in. Maybe you want more fulfilling relationships. You want a more fulfilling personal life. Maybe you want to attract more money. Maybe you want this dream job and you want to be an author or a musician. Maybe you want more free time. You want more time to experience your family or your personal life, or you want to travel. See it right now in your mind. See it in your mind clearly. Call it onto the screen of your mind. What does it feel like to have that reality? What does it feel like to live into that reality right now? Get emotionally involved in it. Now guess what? Every time you begin to do that, your nerve cells and your brain cells start firing as if that reality is real. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not real. It's called Hebb's Law. It's a term in neuroscience. Brain cells that fire together, wire together. So comment down below, everything I want already exists. Your brain can wire to a reality that does not exist. Your brain, the reason you haven't attracted the money you want is because your brain is living chemically in a reality of scarcity. It's the economy's fault. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. This is just too hard. Your brain has been wired in that reality in the same way that when you hold onto your hand, you have a chemical reaction that says, I'm pressing very hard into my hand. It feels real. Well, it's feeling real. Your limitations are feeling real, but your brain and your nervous system have simply memorized a chemical pattern. And you can change that pattern. Because everything in this world is pretty much entirely made up of energy. And if you change your thoughts, you change your energy. So I'm inviting you right now today to spend as much time as you can imagining the reality that you want. You know, teachers used to say, hey, Billy, what are you doing? Quit daydreaming over there. Oh, you know him. He's just a daydreamer. You know her. She needs to stop daydreaming so much. Come back to reality. What those people don't understand is reality is created from imagination. Reality is created from consciousness. And if you can start to imagine the reality you want, and you can start to form that in your consciousness, and you don't allow the outside world that appears to be so real to take away your imagination and the images and dreams you're holding, and you start to feel the reality as if it already exists, what happens is you start to bend reality. Now, Steve Jobs talked about this, the creator of Apple. He said that the world was built by people no smarter than you. And when you realize that, you can mold it, shape it, and change it however you want. The key phrase there, when you realize that, you can mold it, shape it, and change it however you want. You can mold, shape, and change your entire life any way you want. But you can only do it from your consciousness. You can only do it from the energy level. And then that's how you see the change that you want in the world. So make sure that you demo my software, The Second Mind, to wire your brain for the reality that you want. TheSecondMind.com. Comment down below everything that I want already exists. Truly grasp everything that you want already exists. It just exists on a non-physical dimension. Remember, the particles, the atoms that make up reality are 95% empty space. They're 95% non-physical. There is a non-physical dimension. The money you want is already here. It's just getting an energy alignment with it. Your soulmate already exists. It's just starting to dwell in the consciousness of that possibility rather than constantly looking around and saying, well, I'm always going to be alone. There's no good guys out there. Everything is two things, what you want or the absence of it. So today, start affirming that what you want is already here. It's coming. You can feel it. You're so grateful to the universe that you can feel it and it's coming and it's here. And that's how you start to shift your consciousness and bend reality to what you want. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification right over there. Even if you've already subscribed, please double check you've hit the bell notification. That's what notifies you for new videos. Download and demo The Second Mind, my software, right there down below. Comment down below, everything that I want already exists. All I want already exists. All I want already exists. Have a beautiful day. You are a powerful creator. Your thoughts matter. Contemplate yourself surrounded by the reality that you want, even if your eyes tell you it doesn't exist yet.